So Christian said, former NASCAR driver. By the way, August 10th, y'all. We're going to go over August 10th in a big way. I talked to Michael. He came across something that went to August 10th today. I came across something that came across to August 10th today. So a nice little coinkydink there. I got a quick little video loading why all the school buses are in all these movies. It's back to school day. It'll be back to school in my area. I think, remember my zip 3388, right? Our areas are 33881, 33880, 33884 in my city. And you look at Trump 14308, which is God times 2 times Trump's number 163464. You literally have the 33884 zip code right there, which that's where second wife lives, believe it or not, in that zip code. And I'm telling you, this August 10th, don't forget Trace McGrady, the NBA Hall of Famer, his dad, and my valedictorian, who I was a calendar couple with her. Big crush on her in high school. When I would come out during pep rallies, I was on the football team, and she would take her pom-pom and always shove it right in my face while they were doing their cheer. It was hilarious. She had a boyfriend that was 2 years older. I had a girlfriend that was 2 years younger. Senior dating sophomore. You know, that's how it went. She was a sophomore when he was a senior. But their numbers, 8 times 1961. Remember, you got the 56 for Super Bowl 56 that Michael just talked about. That 56 is big, he said. 156, excuse me, 911 is the 156th prime number. So you're basically looking at 911, 88. So you got my second marriage progression because I was her 88. You've got my third marriage progression. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is my single digit marriage number. And Trump is 163464. It's the second and third marriage in his number. So it's the day before Sirius, the dog star, rises. It's the day before the full moon. Now, those are not sturgeon fish that are jumping in that boat. Sturgeon fish. Those are not sturgeon fish that are jumping in the boat of the Antichrist. Good grief, sturgeon are quite the fish. What in the world? How big these things are. What in the world? Holy cow. Anyway, sturgeon. I wonder what sturgeon comes to in gematria. S-T-U-R-G-E-O-N. S-T-U-R-G-E-O-N. So the sturgeon matches 119. Donald is 119 in Jewish gematria. But we do get the 119, we get the 714, we get the 572. We do get the R-O-B-Y-N spelling of Robin. Michael, R-O-B-Y-N. Saddam Hussein. You do get skull and bones from sturgeon. God Saturn, you get from sturgeon. Flotus Melania, you get from sturgeon. Don Henley. Phoenix Fire. I mean, that's what this full moon is. It's the Phoenix Fire full moon. I'm going to let Michael do the gematria on this. Kim Kardashian comes to it. And we know Michael really knows how to break this down. But Milky Way comes to it. DJ Q Trump, I don't know what that's about, but Tucson, Arizona. Seems like he was just there. And we don't know where he's going. But yeah, I would like for Michael to go through all of his gematria on sturgeon. New York Yankees comes to Sturgeon. NY Yankees. Mr. Trump comes to Sturgeon. Full House comes to Sturgeon. It's interesting. But again, NAZI war. Y'all know what NAZI spells. So yeah, it's when you go to round 2, we'll just go down 2 of them. Anointed of the Lord, Trump, I am the chosen one. There's Saturn God again. Napoleon, Hitler, Obama comes up. That's weird. Maybe the Melania was misspelled. Not sure. Of course, it was high up there on the search because this is only the second page. And again, with a Star Wars. Sturgeon full moon. Michael might want to come up with, but this is what began the thought processes. You know, telling truth too won't make much sense here. Bye, bye, bye. Back to school. Bye, bye, bye. You can barely hear the song in the background, but as they're playing that, they're saying bye. They're playing that song "Bye Bye Bye" by the Whoever's. Bye bye.
Hey, Mike Murphy here.
I kind of talked over it, but anyway.
And breaking news: our kids go back to school this month, and to celebrate Back to School Month, we have amazing.
So this is for my other channel, Telling Truth Too. Won't make much sense here. Bye, bye, bye. Back to school. Bye, bye, bye. So this guy's going to flash his hand signal, but this made me start thinking about the school buses that are in both Sicario movies, both Dark Knight movies, Dark Knight Rises, Donnie Darko, and many other movies. The Dark Knight opens with all of those school buses pulling out as if school is in session.
Here and breaking news: our kids go back to school. And
he's got like this laugh, this smirk on his face.
And to celebrate,
like as soon as he says it, he just pops into this.
And to celebrate,
like he's so excited, and to celebrate
Back to School Month.
And there's all the fireworks going off, like Day of the Dead in the commercial. Now, this could just be the Lord's synchronicity or their own stuff. I don't know. But so movie opens up with Joker leaving in a school bus. I mean, that's actually his getaway. And it fascinates me every time I see this District 22 for, you know, the Groundhog Day divorce date, because that's how we met, by being members or employees of our school district, me and the second wife. So it's District 22, sort of in your face, and it's our district. Look at all the school buses. That opens the Dark Knight up. And school for my county does pop on August 10th. So it's day 222 with 143 left in the year. It's day 222 with 143 left in the year. It's 99 days from 11/17. 99 days from 11/17. $53, which is the number of my school district. We are District 53. It's 53 days from October 2nd, the Donnie Darko date. if Jesus ascended 42 days after his death, the ascension for Trump without a full moon, but just the ascension day is September 21st, which is a transfer portal date that bounces off May Day. That's the third progression back through the portal. Very interesting so far. The item I just landed on today was Sergeant Pepper's. Sergeant Pepper's lands on this day. Now, what's fascinating about the grid was the one I just loaded, Sergeant Pepper's, just now lands on it. Because remember, that's Aleister Crowley, 666 The Beast, on the cover of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That's the name of the album. And the name of it, Michael, is SGT. So could that come to something long and large in gematria that literally would state like Antichrist Trump assassinated, right? You know what I mean? Or something. I don't know. You might have to key in Antichrist Trump assassinated just to get the matching numbers. Or something. But here's the freaky part that lands on August 10th. It's something we just came up with recently. November 20th, 1989. I think it was maybe Christian that gave us this date of this game. That the Doug Williams game that's actually on TV in Donnie Darko is not a 1988 game. It's a 1989 game, and it was played on November 20th. And that lands on this August 10th. So that and the Sergeant Pepper's. And as far as a personal item that I don't have any on the grid, but again, my two friends. My two classmates. The valedictorian and the NBA Hall of Famer's dad. And then Michael said the event that kicked off World War II took place on that day. It was the signing of some certain papers or something to that effect that upset Germany and had them begin World War. Had them begin World War II a week later. The burning down of the Reichstag building, Michael said, also connected to it. So Madman Across the Water, an Elton John album, which reminds me of The Beast Out of the Sea, because he is the madman across the water because he's beast out of the sea. I told Michael, I said, Madman Across the Water might be very strong with gematria. And Madman Across the Water hits on August 6th, which is 86. By the way, that August 6th, you know, it's got the Mayan calendar too. Now, here's it says movie 61, August 6th. Now, check this out. You know how I was all about the movie 61? We all, from my class, we all turned 61 this year. And Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in 1961. Hence the movie, just the number, 61. Well, they're going to turn 61 on that day, on August 10th. They both turned 61 on day 222 with 143 left in the year. That is absolutely just something big. Now, Michael did send some items to us, so I can't wait to look at them. I asked him to send me these over the phone. The Reichstag fire, 2/27/93, that will connect us to August 10th. That fire is also an impetus for what began World War. That was in 1933, what began World War II. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact was in 1839, and that also lands on August 10th. Neither one including both dates. They both land right on it. They both were responsible. They were the two main items for what kicked off World War III, because they blamed the burning of the Reichstag on someone else, on another country or political party. That's how he took power. I think it was the communists, which meant Russia, and it just sorry if I'm butchering the exact history of it. Michael's definitely the historian, but y'all are getting the idea, right? Michael says it's 883 progression. It's linked in months also, 29 progressions in months. And then he says over here, there's 303. So it's 30,303 days between the signing of the pact and 810. It's linked in weeks too. There's 117 progressions in weeks. So Michael's just killing this. Everything seems to start pointing to August 10th. And like me and Michael like to discuss, they troll us, and so they're always setting us up for failure. Now, Michael mentioned it to me today, sort of under his breath. He didn't really even care. He didn't really want it maybe known per se, but he said that he's being trolled by Theology Ed because what Michael's doing, Theology Ed's doing also, almost verbatim, almost the exact same thing. So the ghost in the machine is then having Theology Ed. It's not that Theology Ed trolls us, because Theology Ed doesn't know what's going on Michael's computer, but the AI does. And Michael has already let us know how he tracks it. And we're talking about the monkey illness. Michael and Theology Ed are like the only two people on earth tracking this. And I said, you telling me Theology Ed's trolling you, is he? Or through the AI? And he just kind of laughed. You know, Michael would always give you a maybe, you know. And I think in one of them, he said, yeah. This sometimes just something you feel. It's the Truman Show. We are the Truman Show. They track, if you notice in the Truman Show, they track they track our every move. They know exactly what Christian's doing, Jamie's doing, everybody's doing. No doubt about it. There's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing to worry about. I mean, hey, it's 1:21, y'all. So Michael, thank you. I'm going to load those items. Those are tremendous. It's one heck of a cipher if nothing happens on the 10th, but I love the fact that the next day, Sirius, the dog star, rises, and it's the Sturgeon full moon, all on 88, or 8 times 11 for 88. The only other time we get an 88 this year is November 8th, and it's a total lunar eclipse. If he's still alive, we'll be looking strongly at that range, but I would definitely suspect that if he goes down now, that what that other total lunar is about possibly is the NUKE BOMB something. It's going to be something big when that goes down. Anyway, thank y'all. Michael, thank you. Michael called me because he said he would call me back once the kids went down, and I answered the phone. August 10th. He's going down August 10th. I was just drying off, just got out of the shower. And I told him Sergeant Peppers went to it also, and I told him the other things about my two friends, and he said, I came across something today too that came to August 10th. I said, well, I did with Sergeant Peppers, you did with the other thing, and he actually did with 2 other things. So it's big. It's really, really big. August 10th, day 222 with 143 left in the year. Love y'all.